think we're ready to go. I think we ready. Merlin, Steven, what up, dogs? The dogs won't stop barking upstairs. I think we're ready to go. Didn't close all these windows. Merlin, Steven, what up, dog? Alright, we straight chilling. Chat box on those. Let's move you over here. Editing stream with BratWurst while it's live. Here. Looks good. Perfect. That we're just gonna hide. Perfect. Alright. We going. We going. Oh, lordy. Turn that down to a little. Just a little bit. Not much on my end. Did some editing with some videos that I uploaded and scheduled. Sweet. I have not had any luck scheduling my content. Like, I've gone through and I've, like, edited, like, 5 videos and like schedule them and space them out and whatever. And I always schedule them for like peak times, so you know, lunch and dinner. And all of those shorts that I scheduled flopped so hard. They got nowhere near the views that I had on, you know, my others that I like, okay, I'm done, and I upload it. And it was always at like random times too, and it's just like some of them would pop off right away, some of them it would take like a day, like it would get like 100, 200 views in the first hour and then slow down, and then like a day or two later it like pops off, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. But every time I've scheduled them, they algorithm doesn't like it apparently. But I don't know what to do with my phone. I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my hands. But anyway, I'm gonna limit myself to 2 hours tonight. I was pretty exhausted when I went to bed last night, and I've been playing the being exhausted game all day. My son is laying in a very weird position. He's like underneath a pillow. And I don't know why the little dog's barking, but she needs to shut up because it looks like she just woke my daughter up. Well, she's just rolling around. I had 2 shorts that did very well. One managed to get 10K views, another on a little stream I did somehow managed to get up to 20. Holy balls. That's really good. That's really good, dude. Good. Oh, lordy. Yeah, I don't know. I did that one short on my phone where I talked about sim racer PTSD, and it didn't get crap for views for like the first day, and then like 50 the next day, and then I think it's gotten a decent amount today, and people are actually interacting with it and posting, so that's good. You know, they're commenting on it, and you know, that's what we need. Last night, apparently we had at one point like 29 viewers. Absolutely nuts. I didn't expect us to draw anybody, but that was pretty cool. a lot of lurkers, which, you know, I have nothing against lurking because that's what I have to do for a lot of streams that I watch because I'm juggling 2 kids and doing things around the house or dealing with my wife, so, you know, lots of lurkers last night, which was greatly appreciated. I'm just glad that people are coming out to watch. That's pretty much where I'm at. There may have only been a couple times when I was streaming on Twitch years ago that I ever hit over 20. So, I mean, it was a good feeling to have, you know, people in here watching, and, you know, some people that, you know, I don't know very well that I've met in passing that, you know, stopped in and said hey, and that was cool too. That old live stream, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, that's really, that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. But tonight we're gonna practice for Silverstone GT3 races, and yeah, I folded and I went ahead and bought the track just so I could practice with my friend. I've done more with YouTube than I have. Yeah, I have. Yeah, absolutely. Basically, just I feel like I have a little bit of traction, and I feel like I'm moving at a lot faster pace than I did with Twitch, and I don't know if that's because, you know, I've done this before. Not that I have a lot of followers on Twitch at all, but I think I still have like maybe just under 200. But that was a process. 1 second. Anyway, sorry you had to see me yell at my dogs, but they are driving me up a wall. Let's see. One thing I've done with my channel is that I did a few videos that I did for extra visual aid for a written guide I've done. Okay. And I got you. And there she goes barking again. I cannot do this all night. I don't know if there's like a cat outside or... I'm going to run up there just to make sure that I don't need them running outside and cornering a possum like they did. Was that during a live stream? Like a week or 2 ago? It may have been. I'll tell you guys a story here in a second. Let me go deal with the dogs real quick. Sorry about that. Okay. Anyway. So, like a couple weeks during a live stream, my big dog had, I don't know if you can use that term, but basically like treed a possum on my neighbor's fence. So I had to like get up and go and see what the heck was going on, and I go outside and all I see are her eyes reflecting in the porch light. I'm like, okay. And then I see this huge shadow. I mean, this thing was like twice the size of my head. I'm like, okay, great. What is that? And I walk up and I shine my flashlight on it, and it's a possum that was stuck on the fence because my dog wouldn't let it down. I'm like, okay, we need to get inside. So I had to like basically like literally drag my big dog back into the house. She's panting. You know how dogs get when they are, you know, another animal, or squirrels, rabbits, whatever. They're just like, they're in like kill mode, and it's like, no, I'm not cleaning up a possum tonight, so let's go inside. And I'm pretty sure that was during like a live stream like 2 weeks ago. But my dogs are crazy. The big dog is super lovable and loves everybody and just wants to be loved on by everyone. So, but the little dog is a terror, and she owns everything and runs the house. But anyway, so I guess we're just gonna like jump in this. So let's see. So GT3 challenge. It's not gonna let me go back. Whatever. And the sprints at Road America. Oh, that's GT. Okay, not bad. GT sprint. So the what? 40-minute and the what are these? 15, 20 minutes. All right. So there's or at Silverstone, I broke down, I bought it. I worked overtime Saturday and Sunday, so I'm like, I can spare $15. It is what it is. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump right in to a practice. This one's got an hour and 44 minutes. We're gonna run the M4. Whether it's considered slow. I need to get used to my mic being there now that I'm not using the headphone mic. Whether the M4 is slow, I don't really care. We're just going with the M4 because that's what we ran last night for our time trials, which we're still a tenth off of getting our promotion. Which we'll get that 10th at some point. Like, I'm not worried about it. Like I told everybody last night, it's gonna be a busy week for me. I'm gonna be shocked if I get to run more than just like 3 or 4 races this week. Fate is here. He has arrived. GT3. For real though. But yeah, I was stupid last night, and I jumped into the time trial. I was like, you know, I'll just take it slow. And it's like, oh, crap. Ended up getting like 9 incident points on the first time trial and losing 0.08 safety rating. Had I not done that, we'd probably be like 100th or 2 short. But still, you know, I was dumb. Always jump into a practice first. Don't be like, I can do well, unless you know, like last week I ran the M2s like a mother around Tsukuba, so I even cold, no warm up, no nothing. I was jumping in the time trials. It's just when you run a car that long, it's, you know, but a car that you're not familiar with, that you've only driven for like 45 minutes, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be like me. Practice before you get in there. So, all right, we're gonna cut the music because we're gonna be listening to this car rev, and it's gonna rev real good, like real good. Latency is going up. it's not Sunday. We only have latency issues on Sundays. That's the rule that we determined last night too, right? Because we did have some latency issues last night. Woo! I was not ready for that. Oh yeah, disclaimer. I have never driven on this track. Ever. Oh my god. Sorry, guy. Okay. Concentrate. Don't ruin other people's practice. Don't accelerate in the grass. Alright, so we're all going to be learning, well, not all of us, but at least I'm going to be learning this track for the first time. Okay, this is one of them. Okay. No, I could have taken that a lot better than that. Okay, so that obviously you need a brake and then you need to come around. Okay. Probably scared the crap out of that guy. I'm scoping out the race going on right now, and then we can practice. Okay, yeah, Victor's gonna join us in the practice session. He's like a Silverstone master, so he's gonna walk me through what the hell's going on here, because I don't know. I'm gonna be looking up at the track map a lot because I don't know. Okay, this is the funky doodad. And then you need to brake there a little bit, I'm sure, and not hit the wall, and we're gonna hit the wall. So we're gonna go ahead and go back to the pit, and we're gonna try that all again. I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of it.
They're showing us the black flag. They caught us speeding on pit road. They're gonna hold you for a while.
There. They didn't like that. Okay, my pit limiter is on now. Let's not have a bad. Well, last night wasn't a bad night. It just started off bad. There's a difference, right? I think braking marker here is 100, but you're obviously going to be going like 1,000,000 miles an hour. And you're not going to spin like I just did. Okay. Can we stop messing around and... But it is fun. We're just having fun here. Is it just because I have cold tires? Did I have a little bit on the grass? Okay, we want to wait until that guy... We're going to watch this guy go around that corner. Okay. Okay.
You're going the wrong way.
I understand I'm going the wrong way. I'm trying to reset myself here. Okay. I'm not sure what that was, but... Did I not have my wheel straight? I'm sure you guys are getting all kinds of good entertainment out of this. Good lord. Can we just go out on the track? I'm gonna have to go very, very slow and make all these well, no, I should... You know what? Nah. Nah. Because let's see how populated this practice session is. Yeah, no. We're not going to do this around 20 people. We're going to go to number 9. We're going to be in group 9. All by ourselves. Whole tires are like 2 laps here. That's wonderful. Oh yeah, I am aware of the pit limiter off. Yeah, definitely braking in a straight line, you can't be doing it sideways or anything like that. So you gotta take that. Okay. We're gonna get there.
You've got wheel damage.
I don't like... I don't like this place already. Don't do that. That is a... Yeah, that's a funky one. Alright. Straight and going into a big old left. Flip it there. No. You want to go out more. Then you're going to hit probably about there. I think you cut that off. I think the track limit actually goes up onto that. I was supposed to brake back there, but I don't think I was carrying enough speed. Now what is all this mess? Like all these lines are just... I don't like that. Yeah, well, I'm looking up the chat and now we're going for a ride.
You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
Oh, I'm aware I cut the... I'm aware I cut that corner. I don't think Silverstone's going to be a good track for me. I have a feeling that we're going to have to practice this one a lot. Long straight going into a right-hander. Probably not carrying near enough speed. Okay. Straight and then another left. Okay. I was looking at the track map too long. Okay. Because our braking point would have probably been around the 150, 100 marker that I can barely see. I guess I'm Beckett's. Little Tokyo Drift. Easy. We're having fun. Only time I raced F1 games, I think one of the grid games. Gotcha. Okay, that was, yeah. I look up at the track map and I'm losing where I'm at. All right. I'm pretty comfortable on. Yeah, well, when you come from Gran Turismo 7 like me and you have no idea what any of these are, okay, so you got to give it a little break there. You can't just lift and say, okay, yeah, I can go through this. I'm slowing down. I don't... If it does, I don't remember it. If it does have this track, I do not remember it whatsoever. This is kind of where you're gonna go out wide and you come back in. Maybe. Okay, that's gonna be a left. Slow down more. Oh.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the cord.
Alright, let's take it baby speed. I play Gran Turismo, Forza, Grid, F1, NASCAR, named a few games, license track on them. Yeah, I literally have played Gran Turismo 7, and that's pretty much it. And I literally only played that for 3 months before I started this journey. Well, we got a purple on that split, or on that sector. Obviously doing that in third, and then we're gonna, okay. We're gonna learn this track. Maybe we do need to go baby pace. We stay out here. Way out wide. We started here, first race in 1950. I did not know that. Fun facts. Yeah, we'll get it. Okay, so this, and then you probably got it easy. Nailed it. Straight and to the right. Like, okay, it's a right side going to the left, and then you're gonna go boom, 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 boom. Good save. And then I look up, and then I'm not take my eyes off the road. Make yourself understeer into the turn so you figure out your limits too.
You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
Yeah, that wasn't a tight turn that I was expecting. Easy. That's the tight turn I was expecting. Too much gas, too quick. Purposely make yourself understeer into the turn so you figure out your limits too. I accidentally turned my pit limiter. Great. Hey, it's a straight. We can do those. Yeehaw. Okay. Easy. I'm not sure how to quite tackle that one. Yeehaw.
You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
Slowing down. Leave me alone. Yeah, we might have to pull what we did with Road America and go and do a test drive. gonna try not to. I wanna. Okay. Have you signed up for a free account with Almeida's motor racing checklist? I have no idea what that is. I have no clue what that is, my friend. That ain't gonna work. This definitely ain't gonna work. Try to look up a chat. Oh, Lord. I mean, I hope you guys are getting entertainment, because this is like low-key embarrassing, sort of. Like, I am terrible at learning tracks, so I hope you guys are getting some entertainment, because I'm not really having fun right now, but I kind of am, because I hope you all are just sitting at home and just laughing your asses off at me. For your enjoyment, I'll do this. Okay, that's... Alright. He's a sim racer gone pro, so oh. Probably should have stayed in third there. Yeah, I feel like this one's a hair more technical than Road America. I don't think I have to break there, really. Aw, man. I feel like this track's a little more technical than Road America. Cause this has got some funky turns. And it still says my latency sucks. That we're gonna have to figure out, because I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna be doing this. Getting latency warnings every night while playing this. At first, we thought it was only on Sundays, but apparently it's on Monday nights too. Ooh, that bump felt bad. He's a Rad Cup champ, versus IMSA, Michelin Sport Champ, and TCR class. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I've seen some of his. I think I've seen some of his videos. What is this? Okay, it's one of the... It's like a mini hairpin going into the real one. I can go up in there, I know that. I did not... Well, I mean, I guess that works out, right? Okay, this is coming up to like the... It's like a double chicane. Easy. Nope, gotta slow down more. If it tells me I cut the track on that, I was gonna throw a fit. What are we up to, like a 90x? Buen tiempo metiste, amigo MU. I no comprende, por favor. No habla español. Brazilian, dude. Brazilian? Oh, so that was Portuguese?
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the cord.
What is Magus and Beckett's? Gotta slow way down back there. Monkey curve. Sort of made it. Nailed it! Should be able to... Yep. You can do that. Cool. No cielo, Leo is Brazilian. I feel like we don't have to slow down nearly as much as we did. But we did it anyway. Hey, we're gaining time. Even though our lap times are probably like, oh, our last was a 2:20. We only have to knock like, 20 some odd seconds off of that. Right. Nope. I told myself when we went around last time that I can't be doing that.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
The double... Oh! Yeah, so it is technically a double chicane. Gotcha. I feel like you kind of go towards the middle and then you cut in. Like you don't hug the curb there, maybe? In there, you just do one of those. But you don't cut in right there. You gotta apex a lot later. And here you're just like, wee! And you skid out. And then you go vroom vroom. You're welcome. Nope. Could have done a lot better there. Okay, pay attention. I didn't have to skid that much. I should have had better grip than that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Nope. Slow down more. That's almost like the... Okay. Sorry, I was trying to think.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Whatever. I don't like the sound of that. That makes a nasty noise. But I know that's probably where we need to be hitting, and it makes a nasty noise, and I don't like that. I don't like how that felt on my hands, either. I do not like it. Just ordered the Magic haptic motors for my throttle and brake pedal. It's coming next Monday. Dude, sweet. Nice. Sorry, now I'm not paying attention. Okay, focus.
You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
Up yours, crew chief. Want to know... For that one, I feel like you kind of got to ride, not out this wide, but I feel like you got to come off like 3, maybe 4 feet from the curb to get maximum effort. Probably need to be in third for that. Woo! Am I ever going to make it out of there cleanly?
Slow down. You got a penalty. We're cutting the cord.
Alright. Nope. That ain't it. Don't hit those. We learned that. Do not hit those. Okay? We definitely learned that. Needed to slow down more. I was like, oh, I'm feeling this. And then I was like, no, you need to slow down a little more, buddy. Latency just shot up again. It'll go down. I don't remember this. That was terrible. No, we didn't need to do all that. I don't think that was cutting the course. I think that was just going out a lot wider than I should have, and probably carried a way more speed than I probably should have been, is what that was. That's exactly what that was. There. Oh, get that. I was gonna say, like, I was letting it do that to try and take that time off, and it just wasn't happening. I'm like, give me a break. Probably because that was probably braking zone, right? It's way too fast.
They say you cut the cord. You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
I am aware. This is going to be a very slow process. How was that a 212? That was absolute garbage. But I guess technically we're seeing improvement, right? I'm sort of starting to remember stuff. Nudging y'all. I'm nudging y'all. Hey there, ho there. feel like you go out and then you go wee. Then you need to come back onto the back side of that a little bit more, I think. Which one is this? Nope. You gotta give it a little break.
You cut the cord, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
Well, I'll slow down here in a minute. I just don't get it.
You cut the cord, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Is it really best to shift the McLaren right when the lights turn blue?
I don't know the answer to that question because I don't drive at the McLaren. That was terrible, terrible, terrible. Alright, y'all. We're going to go into a test drive and put the training wheels on. Because I feel like with all the mistakes I'm making, I'm not retaining as much as I should. So we're gonna get out of here and we're gonna put the training wheels on. Hate me, don't like me, it's fine. But this is what I need to do. And then that way you guys can actually see me do something other than go off track about 40 times. And it's already 9 o'clock. So we're running short on time and I'd really like to actually have some decent clean laps. So we are going. What's the name of Silverstone? And not Snetterton. I didn't click Snetterton. This is the Grand Prix. Yep. Correct. I'm gonna I just tried for the last, what, 30-ish minutes trying to do it in a practice session. Give me 5 minutes with the line and then I'll jump into a practice. Give me 5 minutes with the line. Let me run like 2 or 3 laps with the line so that I can try and get an idea of where everything's at. Isn't that crazy compared to others higher sim racers? The 2034. Well, Victor over here is Mr. Stud running under 2 minutes. Did you go into your own subgroup? I did. I went to an empty one. I went into an empty group. That way I wasn't ruining anybody else's day. So yeah, give me 5 minutes so that I can get some idea of where some of these breaking points are, because I found out a few of them, but we're not having very good luck. I am still new. I have only been sim racing for 4 months. I am still incapable of figuring out tracks on my own. Okay. And I want you to come way back outside and then brake, and then gas. Alright, we're on the line and we don't have to worry about it. Too much gas. Easy. Just like my short says, this is why we practice. Moto's live. Only P1 in was running 2-minute laps and not every... I need to not drive the car and read chat. Only P1 in my strength of field was running 2-minute laps and not every lap. Mostly everyone's running 2-1 2. Dude, so you're golden. You're running 159. You're gonna be going real fast. I also have to remember that we have cold tires. Yeah, bro, I'm enjoying the journey. Yep. Like I'm still fresh. I'm still fresh out of the box. I still have that new car smell. Like, I feel like that's a place that you're pretty much gonna have to lift a little bit anyway. Yeah, I still have the new car smell. Okay, so you're gonna trail brake quite a while there. Noted. And then you're gonna come up to this, and you're gonna whip it. It wants you to really follow that, doesn't it? I didn't like that. You have to baby it big on, yeah. I'm finding that out. It really wants you to break all that through that. I feel like you can. There's a way to get through without having to break that much. Oop, gotta be a little harder on the brake, more aggressive. Wait till you touch the GTPs on cold tires. No thanks. No thank you. Well, I mean, that worked, I guess. I'm in 5th gear. They want you out real wide so you can get that good angle, so that you don't have to lift at all. Yeah, these cars love carrying that trail brake all the way to the apex. I see that. Easy. Yes, it does. I just... How much was I lifting off? I felt like I wasn't lifting off that much. I need to create the rotation on these cars since not much downforce. Gotcha. Okay. Saved it. I wasn't in a straight line. That's why it did that to me. Ideally finishing the release right at apex. Gotcha. Little Peter Griffin there. I don't like how that feels. All the way down to close as possible to 1% brake gauge. 10-4. Too much brake. Too much brake, too much steering, all at the same time. Too much gas. Nope, that ain't it either. Probably get away with not going down into the second there. Oops. Harder brake there, I'm assuming. Right. Fifth gear. Pretty sure you're not supposed to do that in fifth. You know what? I'm going to change something too. Crank it. Crank it. Alright. Move the brake balance to 55% and see how it does. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Brakes feel better. Just gotta concentrate now a little bit. Okay. That was loads better. Hey, that looks like progress. That looked like progress. That does not look like progress. Okay. Now that we kind of figured a few things out, you can probably get away with staying in fourth, right? Probably a little more brake there. Nope. Can't keep the throttle on like that there. as good as the last time we did it. But hey, we didn't go off track. I guess the goal is to do, this should be a clean, did I get an off track? Is that what I just saw up there? Because if I got an off track, then I guess we'll have to figure out what that was. Better-ish. Gotta go around the outside so you can get a better angle to go like vroom vroom. 207. Okay. Tokyo Drift. Definitely need to go down the 4th, but terrible. My leg itches. I don't like that. Kept it on the track. For now. Forgot that was coming up. Okay, like, what was off track there? Just going onto that curb? Is that that's that where you kept having the off track issues a little bit ago? Terrible, terrible. I feel like you're lying. I need to quit doing that. My frames just really dropped for some reason. That was trippy. Do I don't need to shift down all the way down to 1 there, do I? Okay, no off track that time. That's so weird. Alright, that was a 207.2 that was clean. Absolutely terrible. Skirt. Tokyo Drift. Okay. I keep feeling like the turn is not that long, and it always is. I should have stayed in third there, I think.
Just set the fastest lap of the session.
Okay. Don't go into first there. I feel like first feels better. What up, dude? How you doing? I appreciate you coming out. We're learning Silverstone. And I'm not enjoying myself at all. I feel like going into third there would have been too low. I mean, we're sort of getting it, but I know as soon as we get rid of the line, I'm gonna forget. I think I need to open up the track more on that to get a better angle. And not do that. Alright, I need to take like a 5-minute break. Oh my god. My head is pounding. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here, and we're gonna get rid of the line. Because now I have an idea of where everything is. So that's good enough. And we only have about 40 minutes left. Okay. tracks I don't like are the ones I don't know, but once I learn them, and then it's game on. That's pretty much where I'm at right now. Never been on this track in my life. I'm just over 4 months ish into my sim racing journey. I am nowhere near talented enough, and my brain is pretty much mush. So I have a really hard time remembering. Short-term memory is just out the window. I think having kids also makes that a million times worse. But so Victor, if you want to jump in, I did the 909, the 909 practice, and if group 9, if group 9 is clear, that's where I'll be. Stretch break, pretty much. Like, my back hurts. All right, I'll check back in a bit. Can I just check my out? Yeah, I saw. Tell him I said hey. I saw he went live. I seen him go live. Odo said he might get on iRacing later. Sweet. Awesome. I'm only gonna be. I'll probably only be. I told myself I'd get off at 10:15. If everybody's playing nice, then maybe I'll stay till like 10:30. But I can't. I cannot go past 10:30. I can actually sleep in. I can actually sleep in a little bit tomorrow because I don't have to drive all the way out to my mom's to drop the kids off to her because wifey's at work until 7 in the morning. So I'm all right, dude. I'm all right. My back hurts. I'm stiff. You know, I worked 8 hours, came home, did chores, went and picked my kids up from daycare, brought them home, cooked them dinner, fed them, bathed them. And then we came down into their playroom and, you know, played with our toys. And then I put them to bed, and then I got stream set up, and then we're doing this. Like I told myself last night. Yeah, dude, like because if I get off here by, I'm saying 10:15, but if people are in chat and we're talking and we're having a good time, I can stretch out another 15 minutes. But if I get off here at 10:30, clean everything up, get into bed, I probably wouldn't be in bed until 11. Probably won't fall asleep until 11:30ish. And then at the absolute latest, I need to be awake by 5:15. So group. Okay, group 9, Victor, if you're still there. What up, Merlin? Good to have you back. I'll let you go take your break. We done now. We're in group 9. And my latency is going up. And it needs to go away. Yeah, Victor, get in here, because the best time's a 2:08. Come show them how it's done. I left my water over there, so I am going to get up and grab my water. I guess I will stretch. It's starting to get warm in here, too. I am back. Where'd I set my water? See, what I just said about short-term memory, I have none. Because I literally got up, took a drink, and then put it back over there. Instead of putting it next to me so that I don't have to get up and grab it again. Anyway. Shorts. Wife's at work and baby is asleep, so I have a free reign right now, so I am cracking out the classics. Dude. I hope everybody's heard everything I just said. I installed Counter-Strike in the first... Oh, no. That's kind of like... We had kids, and so with my oldest, I was able to get away, because when my oldest was born, I had just gotten back into DayZ, which I say get back into, even though when I was playing it, it was Arma 3, and you know, DayZ was basically like the mod for Arma 3. So when our oldest was born, I was playing that, and I could get away with playing that because when I wanted to get on my computer or whatever, I had big long rectangle laundry basket. And so I, put some blankets and like one of his little baby pillows, and I get him all snuggled in there and give him a bottle, and he would just, lay there and drink it and look at me, laugh at me, do whatever, and then I just like I just lean over and just kind of play with him like this while I'm, killing zombies and whatever. And that was all good and fine for the first 6, almost 7 months, and then he started to crawl. Once he started to crawl, that's when everything, at the time I thought everything was over. Like, okay, now I actually have to pay attention. Of course I paid attention to my kids, but you get what I mean, where he's sedentary. I know he's not moving, and he's not going to leave my sight. Once he started crawling, then I was like, okay, I have to be diligent. I have to, actually keep an eye on him. He's not just going to sit there and hang out with me. And then he started walking it was the night before his first birthday is when he took his first steps. And then it was really over, because over the course of like the next week, he went from like taking 3 steps to 5 to 7 to 9 to, by the end of the week, he was walking everywhere. I'm like, crap. And then about 3-4 weeks later, he started running. So yeah, that's when your life is really over, when your kids start moving like that. But now he can kind of entertain himself. Obviously, I can't jump in the rig and run a 45-minute race with both my kids, and trusting that they can take it. No, we can't do that. But it's hard when you have kids. It's wherever I put him. Hey, dude, I told you about my laundry basket hack, right? Did I give you that suggestion like last week or something, when we were talking about how great it is to be dads? Because it is great to be a dad. I love being a father. Uh-oh, session best is 159.9. Victor must have went MIA. I gotta dip out. I'm about to pass out. Dude, Fate, you go to bed. Yeah, it's already 10:30, dude, and you were up late. Was it last night or the night before or something? Yeah, I had to go to bed the other night when you were streaming and I was hanging out with you. But no, dude, it's late. Go to bed. Go to bed. I appreciate you coming out, supporting. And while I was grabbing my water, I saw again that it says that we had 29 viewers. I mean, we're all family here. We can all talk to each other. If you guys want to participate in chat, go ahead. Don't be shy. We're all good guys. Fate and Merlin are great guys. GT's a good guy. Victor, when he's here, is a good guy. Come on, Victor, let's go practice. And then, you know, it's like a broken record everywhere on YouTube, but, you know, I do want to go. Oh, 158.9? Uh-oh. That's fast. I know you hear it from everybody, but a like on the, you know, on the stream would be a big help. I'm not trying to beg for it by any means, but, you know, if you're entertained, if you like what's going on, if you like listening to me rant and get about 30 off-track incident points, hit the like button for me. Let me know. And then if you're loving the stream, then by all means, no pressure, but hit subscribe. I try to put out as many shorts as I can to keep people entertained throughout the week. I have not been able to sit down and edit through our week in the M2s at Tsukuba, which it was a wild week. A lot of podiums last week. But anyway, if there are that many people out there, sure. Like throw me a like, throw me a sub if you feel like it. If not, just come in and hang out. That's good enough for me. Having just people there enjoying sitting there watching me make a fool of myself. I mean, that's entertainment, and if that's what you're here for, then welcome. I welcome you with open arms, and no doubt, yeah, Fate, you take care of yourself, get some sleep, get some rest, and I'll probably end up talking to you tomorrow or here in the next couple days. But Merlin, dude, the laundry basket hack it's game changing. It's gonna, because I think, how old's your kid now? Like a month or two? Are we on month 2 already? See, I'm remembering. And I need to turn that up. Too soon, too soon. Very, very slowly. Five months. Oh, okay. So time's running out for you, my friend. So you need to take full advantage of that laundry basket. Well, almost 5 months. Okay, so you have a little more time. Yeehaw! Let's go back to the pits because we just ruined our car.
It looks like you've got some engine trouble.
I would
lost some power.
I would assume that I had engine problems. Was I speeding again?
They're showing us the black flag. They caught it speeding on pit road. They're gonna hold you for a while.
But so my wife and kids are going to Gatlinburg next month, and I'm gonna have 4 days straight off of work, off of everything. No dad duties. And so obviously I'll probably be streaming quite a bit and sitting in the rig quite a bit. And I'm just not paying attention. Anyway, I'm gonna have 4 days off. And I'll be streaming, I'll be in the rig, I'll be playing, you know, I'll do a lot of iRacing. But what I really would like to do for old time's sake, because I don't have the opportunity to play games like, you know, first-person shooters, I do want to hop into DayZ and go on like a 24-hour adventure with some friends. Okay. We messed up at the same spot. So that's kind of something that I want to do, is I want to get on DayZ for old time's sake. And I am just, my brain is mush. Let's try again. Again. But anyway, so yeah, I want to do like a 24-hour adventure on DayZ, preferably with try and find a server that's got, you know, not like a, oh, how do I put it? Like, is a little loose with some of the rules and whatever, so I don't have to spend like the first 12 hours or 16 hours getting like my setup, you know, the guns that I want and stuff like that. Like somebody that can be like, hey, can you help me out, and so that I can build like a little shanty base and, you know, do a bunch of loot runs and stuff like that. I don't even remember where we're at. Silverstone's gonna be a long process for me. I don't know if it's just because you know, yeah. Kaboom. Wake up. So yeah, just basically build like a little base, do loot runs, kill zombies, do whatever. I think that would be a great use of my time away from everything. Just to, you know, like get up at like 5 or 6 in the morning one day and basically just run it until I possibly can't stay awake anymore. And then maybe carry on the next day, we'll see. But that's something that I've been thinking about today. You know, because I don't want to, I mean, I do, but I don't want to basically just sit in the rig for 4 straight days. I obviously need to like do something else that I like. So that was one of the things that I was thinking about doing. I'm not quite sure how I thought that was going to turn out, but I think we got away from the driving line a little too soon. Too much. Hold the brake longer there.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
Not in the 6th, you silly goose. There are cones there telling me not to turn.
You're experiencing some network difficulties.
And there we go with latency again. There we go with the off track. Okay, well, we made it through the lap. Sort of. Whoa. That's weird. Oh yeah, because we haven't ran that yet. Aw, come on. Latency, latency, latency again. Terrible. Eh. Huzzah! Okay. I keep thinking that's the turn that's coming up. Shift down. Where'd the Delta go?
I'll give you the Togo password.
Oops. Okay. Gotta brake just a little bit there, I guess. Oh no,
Hello?
we hit the 50 board.
Hello?
I don't know you. Yeehaw. That was sloppy. I still don't know where that off track came from. It's like it hits me sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. Oh. Alright. Well, I think we needed training wheels for a little bit longer. Where's Victor? Where you at, Victor? Mercy, mercy, mercy. Is he still streaming? Let's find out. Shall we? Oh yeah, he's still alive.
Alright, here we go. First lap.
Let's see if he'll answer.
In the first lap, I did the same mistake. I gotta remember to just brake earlier.
Because I got 20 minutes.
Ugh.
Look at your screen. Hold on, my son's monitor's messing up. Is he running out of time in this session or what? There we go. Alphabetical order. Or is he running time trials? Sorry guys, give me a minute. Might as well request a new car. Come on now. Sentence monitor keeps cutting in and out. Anywho. Goes again. It was just fine in the position it was in for how long we've been streaming now? Almost 2 hours. And now it's going to have issues. Put it right there. He must be running time trials because he's awful quiet. Okay. We're going to get out of that. We're going to put the training wheels back on. He stopped.
We're good. Let's see what you said.
Okay. Yeah, he's in a test run.
No, go fast. Twist slowly. Twist slowly, really?
Well, we might be jumping out of this test drive. Until he figures out what he's doing.
Do not let off the throttles slightly before. Slightly before what? Turning? If you waste too much time, you will not have enough time to complete this. Brat, I was sorry, I had chat minimize. Practicing like as if it was a real thing, because chat, like just like you said in your stream earlier, in chat is distracting when I'm actually trying to like race. But no, I was just in a test drive trying to mimic quali. So slow out lap, trying to heat up as much as I can, and then 2 laps, just mimicking quali. I think we will run the race in 15 minutes. I feel good. I don't know. I feel good. Let's see what the numbers are, though. See how many people. 48 people only. If it's a 48 people register, I'm not racing.
Go back out. Get out of there. Get out of there. Hello. We're back. Okay. Full attention back on driving. So let's try and do 2:06.8. Let's get down to a 2:05. doing it like that. Always, I don't know what sound it is, but it always sounds like my phone's vibrating. It's like, my phone's vibrating, then why is my watch not picking up whatever it is? Let's try our best here. Very cold tires. Now we got cold and dirty tires. Full send. That ain't it. E. Two off tracks. 3 off tracks. 4 off tracks. Okay, I think I just need to get out of the rig. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. We're gonna give it one more shot here. But I'm almost to the point where I'm like, probably staying on is probably just gonna do more harm than good. Because now I'm really starting to feel the tiredness. Alright. Well, at least we don't have to go back to the pits and our tires just got a little bit warmer. Okay. After running a track, like, I was just starting to feel good at Road America. After spending like 3, maybe 4 hours on it. And I'm like nowhere near that here. This track is just too much going on for my brain to comprehend at this moment. my brain is mush. Come on. Where is that off track? Is it back there? In the double chicane? Okay. That's where I'm picking it up. Alright, don't hit that curb anymore. Let's try this again. That turn felt forever long. Forever long. Okay. Lost a lot of time.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
We'll give her another go. Yeehaw! Alright, no we're not. Alright. Yeah, I think doing this any longer is probably just going to do more harm than good. Oops. Yeah, I don't see staying in the rig. Oh, excuse me. My lower back's starting to really tense up. Yeah, I don't see it being beneficial to keep practicing. Because if you want me to be 100% honest, I debated on not even getting on at all tonight, but I knew I needed to take the opportunity to practice when I could. Unfortunately, with everything going on in my life and the job that I work and the job that my wife works and having 2 children, it's just I don't get a whole lot of time to or a whole lot of freedom to just say, okay, yep, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go sit in the rig for 8 hours. That's just not how. It's not how it works, you know, because of my situation. So I need to sit and do research and watch people drive the track and then get on it. I'm also getting used to the speed of the GT3s because I mean we ran Porsche Cup 2 weeks ago and I was we that was Watkins Glen. We ran the Porsche Cup at Watkins Glen 2 weeks ago, and for the first 3 weeks, we ran predominantly the M2, and we did the M2 stuff, and that's how I got my feet wet and got used to the controls and everything, and how iRacing feels unlike any other simulation. And yeah, so I think it's just going to be a process that is probably going to take a lot longer than I had hoped. Oops, sorry. So I'm going to try and not be down on myself, and stuff takes time. But I have so much fun doing this that when I'm struggling, you know, it's hard to not have that little bit of negativity creep up on you because I want to be able to just jump in here and jump right in and be able to get it, and it, it's it's not going to be the case with this, and that's okay. It's that it's not. It's this stuff isn't easy, and it's not meant to be easy. And I don't want it to be easy, but at the same point in time, I just wish I could pick it all up a little bit quicker. But that's stuff that I need to deal with and stuff that I need to learn. So I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just trying to talk myself into better headspace, and I'll have plenty of time to practice next month. That's for sure. I'll have 4 straight days of being able to do what I want, so that'll be good. And that's a month from now, and who knows? Maybe we'll be 10 times better than we are right now. It's just we got to keep putting in the time, and if I got to sacrifice an hour of sleep or so to do it, then I'm willing to do that because I feel so passionate about being able to do all this. But I think let's see. I close his stream because I think Victor's about to run that race. Practice event. Where am I? 48th. All right. 55 incident points. Good job. That's funny.
Put it here.
Oh yeah,
Where are my relatives?
he's running it. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to start getting everything cleaned up, get myself cleaned up, get into bed so that I can try and get a decent amount of sleep. I appreciate everybody that's come out and watched tonight. It was a fun couple hours. And I think the putting a time limit on myself also kind of caused some frustration because, you know, I wanted to try and have a decent grasp of the track before I got off tonight, but it's all right. We're going to get it. We're going to keep working at it. We're going to get better. And hopefully next time I stream, I'll be nice and refreshed and somewhat rested. Tomorrow night is Tuesday. Today is Monday. My days are all messed up because I worked that overtime over the weekend. So tomorrow night, I'm not entirely sure. I might take the night off because I have done... I'm trying to think. Is tonight 3 nights in a row? I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure over the last week, over the last 7 days, 8 days, I think I've only not streamed like 1 or 2 nights. So maybe taking a night off won't be such a bad idea. I hate doing that when, you know, my wife says, "Hey, go take a few hours to yourself and whatever," but I might just take the opportunity to go to bed, like put my kids to bed at 8 o'clock like I usually do, and I might just go to bed myself. I think a little extra sleep might do me some good. So tomorrow night is pretty much going to be a look out on Instagram, look out on Twitter, look out on Threads. I'm really digging Threads. I don't know why, but Threads, you know, and I know that Threads and Instagram are like sisters or siblings or whatever, but I like Threads a lot better than I like Instagram. But anyway, sub to the channel if you'd like to. I'd appreciate it. Throw a thumbs up, press the like button on there. I would appreciate that too. Otherwise, look out on my socials or YouTube notifications when I go live. Tomorrow is just going to be a spur of the moment thing if it happens. If it doesn't, then I would say the next time I'll be on is Wednesday night. And hopefully we'll be nice and rested and not feeling so heavy, because my hands and my feet felt pretty heavy today. So I feel like we all have those nights where we're like, I probably shouldn't, you know, where you get into the rig and you do some races or you do some practice and you're just kind of like, you know, I got nothing good out of that. It probably would have been, you know, better if I had just stayed out of the rig. Oh, there's a crying baby. And she's just trying to get comfortable. But if that, I guess that's probably my cue to go ahead and stop ranting and get off of here. But like I said, sometimes it's just like, yeah, I probably should have never gotten in the rig, and you know, I'm not gonna say that time spent in the rig and spent with, you know, the viewers and everything it's not a waste of my time. So even though we came out and we absolutely, you know, kicked rocks and sucked, I still had fun being able to talk with everybody. And you know, I hope you guys got some entertainment watching me, you know, run off track about 90 times. And that's all part of it, is, you know, entertaining you guys and giving you guys this place where you can come and not think about what's going on in our own lives and convene and have fun. So, but I'm out of here. I need to get out. I'm starting to rant when I'm super tired. I tend to run my mouth, so I'm trying to find where the Streamlabs icon is. There we go. Now I can see myself and I can actually hit the end button. But again, I appreciate everybody coming out. Like, it looks like my camera moves a little bit. Okay. It did move. Because that cable is running all the way. My desktop's all the way over there. But anywho, all right. I'm out. I appreciate everybody coming out. Like I said, look out on socials or hit the sub button and turn notifications on. Tomorrow night is going to be basically, if I am up to it, I'd love to say yes, but at the same point in time, a lot of me saying that I'm probably going to be dog tired tomorrow when I get up and probably throughout the day. So tomorrow would probably be a good day to not get in the rig and either catch up on some sleep or something, because I don't think I think there's only been 1 or 2 days where I've not streamed, and then I don't think there's been a day in the last week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks, where I haven't sat in the rig and actually done some racing. So maybe taking a day off ain't a bad idea, but I'll be thinking about all of you if I take the day off, and I wish you all well. I hope everything, you guys sleep well. If you're just now waking up, hope work goes well. Whatever you're doing with your day, I hope it's the best day ever. So I'm going to stop ranting. I'm getting out of here. I love you guys.